Hi everybody and welcome back to the Stitch and Pearl podcast. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for the lovely comments on the last video, and hello to new subscribers. It's lovely to have you here. So last time obviously I did a knitting video, but I'm also teaching myself to sew, so I'm a lot more confident with knitting than I am with sewing. I'm very much a beginner sewist, but I thought I would show you what I'm up to anyway, in case that'd be interesting to people, because I absolutely love watching fabric hauls and what I've been sewing videos and things like that. I should probably start off by saying, in case you're wondering if you're a knitter, I'm wearing the Mode at Rowan Haze cardigan with this bubbly sleeve. I do think I've made my sleeves slightly too long though. They look a bit too long, but it's super cozy for wintry days like today. So yeah, shall we just get started? So I've got a couple of fabrics. I've got something that I'm sort of halfway through that I started absolutely ages ago, and I've got a couple of thrift finds, so I thought you'd find that all interesting. So let's start off with the fabrics first. So just excuse this, I haven't ironed any of my fabrics, so sorry if it's a bit of a mess. So this lovely fabric is from Sew Over It. I bought it last year in December. I think they sent me an email saying here's a 20% off voucher, and I was like, fab, I want to get some fabric. And I picked something quite wintry with the sort of black base and the flowers on it, because I had been planning to make it for Christmas, but we just didn't get my sewing room set up. We moved house at the end of July, and yeah, you know, anyone who's moved house will know it's just a bit chaotic, and we sort of entered a really busy autumn period, and I just basically haven't done any sewing since early summer 2021, because there was just nowhere to do it. So now we've got the space, I'm really looking forward to actually working with this. So it's got a beautiful drape to it. I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it's a viscose something, but I just love the colours in it. I just think it's so beautiful. So my plans with that one, oh, what have I done with my sewing patterns? What have I done with my sewing patterns? Oh, they're underneath. There we go. Yeah, so my plan with that fabric is to make a Tilly and the Buttons Lotta dress. So this is supposed to be really good for beginners, really easy and simple. There's no bust darts, there's just an elasticated waist that brings it in at the waist, so that's the only shaping that there is. So I'm hoping it's going to be fairly easy. The plan is to make, I'll show you, oh, I can't really show you. I'll put up a picture. Basically the plan is to make this one that's in the picture, so the midi length skirt and the bracelet length sleeves, because as I say, I think it's more of a kind of wintry fabric, maybe early spring kind of fabric, with the dark background and the flowers. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a go at that. I think though, to begin with, I'm probably, because I've had some issues with fitting, because I do have quite a big bust, so I thought I might start off by using some scrap fabric and just checking the bust. As I say, it's not really a fitted one, so it's probably going to be fine, but I just want to double check that it's, you know, that I'm going to be making a size that's actually going to fit. I think my hope would be that, because it's supposed to be like baggy, that it'll fit fine, because it may just not be as baggy on me, and I'll just have to see if I like that fit. So yeah, I thought I'd just make up the bodice first and see how that goes. I think I need to get into the habit of making toiles with, I mean, I'd like to make wearable toiles, but for now I've got some like old bed sheets and stuff that I'm using, just so it's cheap, because obviously I don't want to waste really nice fabric, because this fabric is really gorgeous. I'll see if it's still available on the Sew Over It website, and if it is, I'll link it below the fabric. But yeah, that's my first plan. I'm kind of hoping to get that done fairly soon before it gets like too warm, so I can still get a bit of wear out of it, but we'll see. how things go. So yeah, that's the first project. Now this is something that I'm sort of halfway through, that I started, as I say, last year. I think I did it in June, just before we moved, and then I had to pack all my sewing stuff away. And this is the indigo. I'm making the dress version with the fluted sleeves. So I'm making it in this fabric, which is a William Morris print. I got this from, I think it was Express Fabrics, I want to say. Again, if it's still available, I will link it below for you. So I'm basically done. I just need to attach the sleeves and hem it. So I'm really excited to get that one done. I think that's going to be a project that I'm going to have a go at this week, actually. Just, yeah, sit down for an afternoon and just attach the sleeves and see what it looks like. But yeah, I'm a big fan of William Morris print, so I really love this fabric. It was really easy to sew with because it's just a cotton. I'm doing a lot of cottons at the moment just because obviously I'm a beginner sewer, so I don't want to do anything too complicated. So yeah, hopefully that'll be finished fairly soon. And then another William Morris fabric, which was also from Express Fabrics, there's fluff on it, is this beautiful one. I think it's called like the Willow Bough or something, which I think it's showing up quite well on camera. It's like cream and sort of duck eggy blue. So out of that one, I'm planning to make I think it's called a Clement skirt from the Tilly and the Buttons book. I'll just get it. Yeah, so I've been using this book a lot to teach myself to sew. It's actually been really helpful. This is one of the things I would recommend if you're teaching yourself to sew. And the Clement skirt, I'll see if I can get a picture of it, is this one. So yeah, you can see, like, you can add pockets, you don't have to add pockets, but basically it's a really simple, it's got a waistband and then it's gathered against the waistband, and it's got an invisible zip in the back. So it's a really super simple sew. It'll make a really lovely little summer skirt to wear with t-shirts and things. So yeah, it's another chance for me to get to grips with zips, because I've only sewn one zip so far, which was scary, but I managed it. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that, having another William Morris piece in my wardrobe, because as I say, I'm a little bit obsessed with William Morris prints. I mean, I think a lot of people are at the moment, but for me it's been a lifelong obsession. Okay, and then the next thing is might look a bit random, but as I say, I've been cutting up old bed sheets and using them to practice on. So this is my husband's old bed sheets that he had at uni. And I've decided to make these into some cute pajamas. So I think I'm gonna make him just some like long pajama bottoms, and then I think for me, I really want to have a go at making like a little shorts and button up set. And I've written down, because I can't remember the name, of the pattern I'm thinking of doing. So it is the it's Common Stitch, and I was gonna buy their PDF pack for the Pipit and the Bellbird loungewear set. So I think it's the Pipit, which is, I'll put up a picture on the screen, which is like a short with button and a collar, like quite simple. So it'd be the first time I did buttonholes, but I think it would be fairly simple to do, quite a relaxed fit. I think that could be quite cute in the Batman fabric. So there's two options. This was the front of the duvet and this is the back of the duvet, so I might sort of mix that up, and then we'll have like a cute little matching PJ set. So I'll have the short on the top and he'll have the trousers, which I'm sure he'll love to go around. Little matching PJs. But I just think that'd be really cute, and as I say, it's just really good for me to practice you know, sewing as much as possible. Just an easy project like pajama bottoms that you can do in an afternoon. I'm finding really helpful just to sort of like come to terms, get a grip with, I don't know, my sewing machine and all the different stitches and all the different things that you have to do, because as I say, I'm very much a beginner. I've only made, so far I've made a dress, a skirt and a pair of pyjamas, and that's it. So yeah, definitely need more practice. And then the last two fabrics are some thrift finds. So this is a pair of curtains, which I am definitely going to call this my Julie Andrews dress when I make it up. But I just thought that the pattern, I'll probably call it the Maria dress actually, the pattern on it was just so beautiful, you can see, and it's not like really heavy either. It's not like a sort of really traditional curtain fabric. It's actually quite thin. It's a little stiffer than like a standard cotton, but I think it'll make a really lovely summer dress because it'll have a little bit of stiffness to it. Now I've got two curtains, really long, like I think they were obviously like for a door, for like a doorway curtains, because they go all the way like down from the ceiling down to the wall, so they're really long curtains. So I've got a huge amount of fabric, so it might be that I can make a couple of things. I can make a dress and a skirt, we'll just have to see. But first I want to start off with the dress, and I'd really like to make the Rosa dress from Rosary Apparel. So I absolutely love Rosary Apparel on Instagram. If you don't follow her, go and follow her, because she designs some amazing patterns. She also does a little bit of knitting as well. But yeah, I really love her style. I really love her colours. So I really want to have a go at making one of her patterns. So I'll probably purchase the PDF version of that and give it a go. Again, I think it would be really important that I do a toile for the bodice, but then I have got a huge amount of fabric, so I can probably fudge it. But yeah, that's the plan with that one. And then, as I say, if there's anything left over, I might look at making like a simple skirt. I might just make the come-on skirt again, but make it longer and have it knee length, or even have one that like buttons up the front. I think could look quite sweet. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one. As I say, I'm definitely going to call it my Maria dress. I have to go around singing The Sound of Music whilst I'm wearing it. And then my last fabric is a bed sheet. So it's a flat sheet and one pillowcase that I also bought from the charity shop. So it's another thrift find. And I just thought it was really cute. Like, sort of, my friend who I was with was like, oh, it reminds me of my granny's nighties. Which I think, you know, cool. I love granny style. I've always loved granny style. And it has this really cute little frill at the bottom of the bed sheet, and also at the bottom, sorry, at the bottom of the pillowcase, and also at the bottom of the bed sheet, which I'd like to try and keep intact because I think that's so sweet. So I think it'll make a really nice pair of PJs. And again, I think I'm going to use the Pipit and the Bellbird, that's the word, lounge set from Common Stitch. And I'm wondering if I can kind of like keep the frill and have a little frill at the bottom of the shorts and maybe a little frill on the top, on the sleeve. I just need to sort of figure out how to do that so I can like cut it with the hem already attached. I also actually quite like the idea of doing bottoms, like 3/4 length bottoms with a little frill on the bottom. So I don't know whether to do that instead of shorts, but I do wear a lot of short pyjamas. But I think they'll make a really sweet pair of like spring summer pyjamas. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. That cost me £4. So I felt like that was a good amount, and the curtains were 10. So again, yeah, I think that's a really good way to practice my sewing, to be a bit more sustainable, by buying, you know, secondhand fabrics, repurposing things. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep going shopping to thrift shops looking for bed sheets and things. I think as my sewing gets better, I will probably start looking online at Etsy and things for like vintage bed sheets and eBay, and start to have a proper look for things. But for now, whilst I'm practicing, I'll just go for whatever I can find in a charity shop. Yeah, so that is it. That is my fabric haul for today and my sewing plans. So I don't know, this could all take quite a long time. I'm trying to sew one afternoon a week. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of time on a Thursday afternoon to do a little bit of sewing, just so I can keep practicing. So I'm hoping it's not going to take too long to get through these projects. We'll just have to wait and see. As I say, I'm very much a beginner. I would definitely appreciate any suggestions or help you can leave me in the comments for maybe patterns that I should try, things that I should do. I do have quite a basic sewing machine as well. I've realised this, that I think it's fine for now, but as time goes on I'm probably going to have to invest in a much better sewing machine, and I'd also really like an overlocker, because an overlocker makes life a hell of a lot easier. But you know, that's down the line, that's the future. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see what I make with all these fabrics, then please do subscribe. It'd be great if you could like the video as well if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you have any tips for any of my sewing, and I will see you next time.